Senator Cory Booker is now headed into the 16th hour of holding the floor of the Senate, and again, he shows no signs of stopping. I think he could very well make it the full 24 hours. And a lot of folks are still saying, what's the point? And last night at 3 in the morning, I tried to explain it, and I actually jumbled two events together, so I want to clarify it. Sit-ins have a long tradition of success. They can be dangerous, they can seem pointless, and then they can actually move the needle. What Cory Booker is doing right now is not just holding the floor and reading Dr. Seuss like Ted Cruz has done in the past, but rather he and his staff have prepared careful remarks that each hour have been meaningful. From reading letters sent from people across the nation who are desperate to get attention because Trump's policies have deeply hurt them, to speaking about the law and the Constitution and the oath that every single person in that chamber and every member of our military takes. We take no oath to a king, we take an oath to the Constitution. He's putting a spotlight on things like the lack of due process in Trump's immigration plans that the Trump administration just admitted they accidentally or mistakenly or due to administrative error picked a Maryland father up off the street and deported him to El Salvador's worst prison. He is not a criminal. And is the Trump administration doing anything to get him back? No. They're saying, well, actually, we don't have jurisdiction over him anymore because he's in El Salvador, so oops. And Cory Booker is saying, no oops, I see you, fix it. Cory Booker has been successful at least 2 times in the past with some sort of sit-in or filibuster. A number of years ago, he and the iconic civil rights leader John Lewis staged a sit-in on the stairs of the Capitol. This was during Trump's first administration, and they were protesting changes to the Affordable Care Act. They also streamed this on Facebook, and thousands of people were able to talk about what the Affordable Care Act meant to them. That entire experience changed the hearts and votes of John McCain, Susan Collins, and Murkowski. And the Affordable Care Act was spared. More recently, he joined his friend Senator Chris Murphy in holding the floor to talk about gun regulations after the Pulse nightclub shooting. At this particular event, they were able to convince Republicans to agree to expanding background checks for gun owners. What he's doing is brave, it is well planned out, it is thoughtful, and it is worth watching, and you can watch it right here on TikTok. And he knows that a lot of you went to sleep watching him and woke up watching him, and that matters. That support matters, and is going to give him the endurance that he needs to literally stand up to the Trump administration. Literally standing on business. I'll continue to drop clips as we have them, but please continue to send your support to Senator Booker either through his live stream on TikTok or Instagram. His staff is feeding him messages letting him know that what he is doing matters.